Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos.
Diamonds on me fight, nigga wrist, Icatina, orange rich and meal on me dancing just like Bia, going against this I wouldn't wanna be
Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go here from Mile High. But dangerous Nicole Hardman on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Working out of the gun. It's Hicks. That's caught. Derrick Henry was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run for this with Henry. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2. From the shotgun, here's Nicks. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. You do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try to run here with Harvey. A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. It is 2nd and 9. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. On the give, here's Henry. And the Broncos are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Henry is in for a touchdown.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
And they're on 42-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Short, complete to Likely. Give him 14 on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Bronco 80.
So after 1, it's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready up. Let's go now. Gotta be lying. 18, tight end.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. That is caught by the tight end. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, New York. That's touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A short gain up to the 20. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Drop play here for Harvey. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Back at the 16.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
It is 3rd and 10. Nix from the ground. 3rd down.
He has to do a better job of identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Taken at the 19. Oh, looked like he wasn't a scene for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. And the Broncos are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll throw. It's Nick's. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
And off. Here comes Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Get it. Hop 70. Hop 70.
Now give on the ground. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
And when you've got that big body in the backfield, I mean, why not give him a chance to use that size to pick up 1st down? I mean, you're not looking for a home run. You're not looking for a touchdown. Just get north and south and keep this drive alive.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, right?
Now this time they'll look to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And 3rd down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. We won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
They're on the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Flushed to his right. First down throw there is incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line.
Come on.
Man in motion is Smith. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be brought down. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll run, it's Hall. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? How fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
Right's kick is good. And the Jets will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Hardman now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dixon on 1st and 10. The catch made there by Sutton. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And a good run there. They're getting 5 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Bronco 80.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Liking 18.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Jets first down. On the give, it's Paul. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Bronco 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open right side is likely. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Come on, come on. Go.
Give left side. Here comes Hall. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
Second down and 3.
Let's go now.
Another run here with Paul. And they're getting down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
That's another Jets first down. First and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Six the Eagles. Ready, right?
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. On the zone read, this is Nix. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. Here's Henry. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. It'll be a pickup 10. First down, Broncos.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
First and 10.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he will score! Portland has been back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Carlson's kick is good, and the Broncos are on top. It's 14-10.
Jets 10.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Jets take over first down.
The gift to Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now on second and long.
Here we go, set. 77 Wolf.
In motion goes Likely.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. Pass caught left side by Likely. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Plenty of time. All three timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sandy Lions. Dragon 60.
They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He finds Likely, his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A throw over the middle. It's Odell. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down.
Flushed to his left. He runs with it. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here comes second down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Johnny Barron. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. They go right back to Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.